Interview on Mike Boettcher's talk on war with Andy Aguirre. All right, first question. What three things in particular caught your attention about Boettcher's talk?
Definitely the three things that stood out to me in terms of him speaking were the years of experience that he had on the field, starting from, he was there for the Berlin Wall, he was there in a major point in history, as well as the courage that, it takes a lot of courage to be doing what he does. It's not something just an everyday person can do and just take a camera and record it. And the third thing was just his years of experience in the field itself, and just doing what he does is certainly a major foothold in doing what he does, because you're going to see things that you probably won't enjoy.
Okay. Do you feel that the information gathered and published by correspondents in the field of war are important to the American media consumer?
I definitely feel that information gathered is something that should be distributed amongst American consumers, just for the fact that it provides you an in-depth look at what is occurring in the world and what is going on in the current situation that is the war itself and what is really going on. But at the same time, I feel that there could be a better coverage of the war instead of just doing how they do it in terms of what it is now, in terms of just insulting it. But there's definitely a certain aspect of it that is needed to be known by the Americans to see what is truly going on, and not just knowing the name of the war and where it's happening.
Okay. Do you feel that the media presents the entire picture of war truthfully and in its entirety?
The media definitely doesn't portray war in all its, quote-unquote, glory. There's certainly major aspects of war left out. It only ever tries to sensationalize it, globalize it, essentially try to catch the American or anyone's attention in general to ensure that they see the story, but in reality, they never really cover everything in its entirety. There's definitely certain things left out in terms of, before war, after the war. They only give us bits of information that they want us to feed.
Is the job of the war correspondent important to the media? What about to the average citizen?
To the media, it's definitely important because it will give you a realistic first-person look into what is going on at the moment. It's not just an estimation of what is occurring or what could possibly be happening. It's an exact look into what is occurring. Now, in terms of how realistic it is, I'm not entirely sure if they capture every single moment, not even the boring parts, but it's only as a first-person perspective on what's occurring in that place. As for the average citizen, it's not as important as it should be, because they often don't realize the actuality of it. It's not just something you're watching on a video, it's actual people happening in a certain place and time, fighting against each other for certain reasons, either justified or not. It's definitely not seen as important as it should be by the American citizen, but it's definitely a very serious issue.
All right. Thank you.